I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't right.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
You got three down.
Hey, Charlie. Ready.
On first down, Jones. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, exit.
Jones now, operating from the gun. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Jones. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off down near the 5. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
50 inside. Yeah. Mike, 58 right there. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, Foxtrot.
From the end zone, here's Darnold. They complete it to Hill. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Now Darnold. That's complete to Trenton Cannon, the running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Alpha.
On 1st and 10, Darnold is going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Again, Darnold. It's Hill, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Darnold to throw again. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
Back to football.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Let's go. 60 or. Hey, high 7.
Here we go. Here we go. I got 29. I got 29. In the face.
Hey, wahoo.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fielded at the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Go!
Throwing, Jones. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Hey, Haywood! Now! General West! Ready!
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Ready, break.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Rock it. Go.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play in that situation.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, and on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
70.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, echo.
Key 26, key 26.
Now Jones. Complete. The tight end Kelsey. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. Jones now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. They go back to the ground with Johnson. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Check 24, check 24. Shift. Hey, switch gears.
Go on. Sleep in.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Second down and goal. Jones. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They come up in an offset eye. The Chiefs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Check 9.
Watch twins.
Out. Go.
They'll run it with Johnson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And the kick by Butker is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. Plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to run.
Darnold completes it, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Darnold on first down. And going deep for Hill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time, not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. 4 yards the pickup, first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Move. Mike 27. Mike 27. Mike 27. 5.
Now Jones off the play fake. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. On first down, Johnson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Open man is Hill. He's got it. 23 yards the pickup there.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Here's Darnold. And going deep for Hill. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 22. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks. Between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Jones now throwing after the interception. Completes it to Davis. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hey, exit. Greystone, travel.
Operating from the gun, Jones. It's caught by Davis. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey! Stay at home, stay at home. 6-6, let's go.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to.
And this is caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point safely through, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 2 brings up third down and 6.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A first down throw, Darnold. That one complete to Hill. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Let's go, D.
Here's Darnold. Gets this one to Hill. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets have taken the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Jones now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first, 18 yards that time. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
10-2 stop. Hey, wahoo!
Jones throwing on 1st down and nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Throwing again. Jones. He gets this one to Johnson. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Jones operating from the gun. He's got it at the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Jones now from the gun, he'll throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the Jets' 5-yard line.
They come up in an offset eye. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. The busy night continues for Johnson. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. The extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
31 yards there and a 1st down. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Darnold now to throw. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Third and long, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. And here we go on fourth. Darnold. Open man, the tight end fouls. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Johnson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check three.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Come on, QB, come on.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Team six. Team six.
Check. 53.
Look at me. Go. Go.
So don't say
Go. Go out.
Check. Lucky.
Now.
From the gun, Jones. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
36-yard line.
Mike, 53. Mike.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's Jones on 3rd down. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And his kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Chiefs, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.